Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So even though we got 2 days of Bitcoin retracing, and you guys can see it there, Bitcoin retracing, guys, it has not retraced by a lot. It's actually not retraced by a lot at all. And a good sign here, guys, that I wanted to point out was the fact that even though we did see these 2 days of Bitcoin in the red, first of all, we should be looking at the size of the tails and the wicks on those candlesticks, very long, or relatively long. You compare that to the green candlestick before that and this candlestick here, right? Those are very, very solid green bullish candlesticks. So when you do see the small bodies, the long wicks, the long tails, that is a sign that we're going to see a reversal, or conversely, that it is a very weak trend. Now you couple that with very large selling pressure. That is like a double whammy, okay? Generally what we see in a strong market, long, tall candlesticks with long, tall volume bars. But guys, when we see the small bodies, the long wicks and the long tails, and you couple that with a lot of selling pressure, that is now 2 indications that Bitcoin is going to continue its trajectory to the upside, or at least it's likely to continue its trajectory to the upside. When we zoom in on the hourly, we are seeing this thing, chop sideways a little bit, reclaiming that top of roughly $90,000 per coin. So Bitcoin did make technically a new all-time high yesterday afternoon. 90,000, where was it? About 90,300. Give or take, did come back down to these levels here in and around 86,200, and now it's continuing with weaker buying pressure to make its way up yet again. So I don't think bulls are done quite yet, guys. Overall, we've seen a massive influx into the crypto sector. Greed has come down a little bit, but guys, we're still in the 80s, 85 for fear and greed. Bitcoin dominance at 59.7%. The volume is down a little bit today, as you guys probably could tell from, Bitcoin chopping sideways, and even just the 2 negative days that we've had over the last couple of days, today included. So that is down. Volume is down 27.28%. Market cap is also down by a little bit too, by 1.21%. Overall, though, guys, the crypto space is looking very healthy. So Bitcoin is up over the last 24 hours, not by a lot, but the last 7 days have been amazing, spectacular, almost 18%. Ethereum down by a little bit today. Solana's down. BNB coin's down. Even Dogecoin is down by a little bit. XRP, though, is up by 4.49%. But guys, look at the 7-day numbers, okay? Bitcoin up 17%. Ethereum up 20.5%. Solana's up 11.1%, BNB's up 4.8%, Dogecoin is up 92%, over 92% in the last 7 days. XRP is up 26%. Cardano is up 50%, down in the last 24 hours by 8%. But guys, we're going to continue to see this kind of thing throughout 2025. I have a feeling many people in the XRP community were getting super excited when we were seeing XRP pump above 70 cents yesterday. Yes, XRP did get up to 74, if I'm not mistaken, 74.1. Sellers did take some profits at this level, and if you bought at under 50 cents and you sold at 74 cents, depending on how much you bought, that's a decent profit. Decent for the short term. 50%, yeah, not bad. Me personally, I'm waiting for bigger gains. I'm waiting for this thing to really ramp up. And for more of what I'm doing, you can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel for all my crypto picks, what I'm deciding to do, what my moves are going to be moving into 2025, all that fun stuff you can get for $5 a month. I am going to be raising the price soon. So if you get in now, you will be grandfathered in at that price point. When it comes to XRP, guys, so, that first level getting up above this level here, 66 cents. That was the first hurdle. We did get above that. And now we're looking at this level here. So we're butting up against 74, 75 cents roughly. That was the level that we saw back in March of 2024, but also back in November of 2023. So you guys can see that we're butting up against resistance right now. And we pretty much just have to clear that level in there in order to confirm bullish momentum to the upside. The next level is 91. 95. Let me just put a price tag on there, 94, 95 cents per coin. So we still have some work to do, but XRP starting its bullish trajectory to the upside. And this is when you know the euphoria has really kicked in. So Nike swoosh pattern finally breaking out after how many days now have we been waiting? Since the bottom, June 2022. And, now we're finally, that was that's the wrong tool. I didn't need that one. I wanted date range, not price range. How many days have we been waiting? 880 days, guys. Finally, XRP is coming out of that, but we do have several hurdles to clear before we continue this trajectory upward. Now, Ali Charts, guys, posting this. This kind of shows you where we are in the cycle. Bitcoin rising price action. Long-term holders show no signs of extreme greed yet. So, guys, check out this chart. Generally, what we see is the extreme greed that occurs in the blue section here. So you can see in 2017, 2018, we saw extreme greed on the Bitcoin chart. And back in 2021, we also saw extreme greed right up in here. And so what Ali is saying here is that that section of the trend has not even occurred yet, and Bitcoin is up to $90,000 per coin. So that gives you guys a sense of how much time we still have in this market still. Of course, some of this is going to be ushered in with, this new Trump presidency. I've never been more bullish, said Senator Cynthia Lummis, guys. Here's what she said with regards to this new Bitcoin reserve bill. They're looking to usher this in within the first 100 days of Trump's presidency. So Lummis has made it clear that she intends to pass the Bitcoin bill within the first 100 days of Donald Trump's second presidency. Known for her passionate support of Bitcoin and blockchain technology, Senator Cynthia Lummis's proposal could position the United States as a global leader in crypto adoption. Lummis seeks to create a national Bitcoin reserve. So we did talk about that a little bit yesterday, viewing Bitcoin not only as a digital currency, but as a potential safeguard against inflation. She envisions Bitcoin playing a similar role to gold, serving as a store of value that could protect the United States from fluctuating dollar values. So, it's a bit controversial. Why would, the United States decide to have Bitcoin as a strategic asset reserve? Well, there are many different reasons, and, it never hurts to diversify. With Trump returning to the White House, Lummis sees an opportunity to push her Bitcoin reserve plan through a new administration. The combination of Lummis's advocacy and Trump's influence may provide the right conditions for developing a crypto-friendly agenda. In the past, Lummis and Gillibrand did create a comprehensive regulatory framework for cryptocurrencies, and I don't think it got too much traction. We're still kind of waiting for a pro-crypto administration to come in to push this forward. And guys, it's looking very, very promising. So this is going to also help the price of all boats will rise, guys. Bitcoin, XRP, all those other altcoins that you guys hold. So I wanted to thank Senator Cynthia Lummis and Ali Charts there just for posting that. Now, Mac Attack XRP guys posting this. Did you notice on the XRP charts the Ballinger bands are finally expanding? The latest development marks the end of a 19-month consolidation phase, the longest in XRP history. According to market analysts, historical data suggests that when XRP exits a contraction phase, it often undergoes substantial price surges. So that is, generally what we tend to see on the chart. When those Ballinger bands do expand, of course, we're seeing price action, and the Ballinger bands do react to that. So, it was trading in such a narrow range for quite a long time. Now they're finally starting to expand. The great Matsby, a market analyst, spotlighted this. For instance, XRP's price has responded explosively after such Ballinger band squeezes. An example occurred between August 2016 and February of 2017, when XRP's Ballinger bands contracted for 6 months. So kind of this idea of the longer the base, the higher in space. Also that Nike swoosh pattern. They're all kind of not one in the same, because they're not exactly alike, but generally speaking, when we do see XRP trading in such a narrow range for such a long time, and the Ballinger bands are so tightly knit, finally, when we do see some price realization, those Ballinger bands expand, and it's generally a sign that this is the beginning of that blow off top. So similar to what I was talking about the other day, when we were seeing this pattern, I took the fractal, suggesting that we could in fact see XRP retrace back to its all-time high by February of 2025. But guys, don't forget, that would just be the beginning. We would, when XRP does get back up to all-time high, I think we'd see a lot of profit taking at that point. Nevertheless, it's all kind of, this moving picture right now. The parts are all moving, but they're all moving in the right direction. So wanted to thank Mac Attack XRP for posting that. Moon Lambo, guys, bringing us some words of wisdom. Coinbase just gave me this message. When Coinbase doesn't work, you'll see this leading indicator that you are experiencing a bull run. And he's kind of poking fun at this. Degraded performance. So again, like I keep telling everybody in the Patreon, in my real life, people who trade cryptocurrency, make sure you do have a plan. Make sure you do have different exchange capabilities available to you, because you don't want this kind of thing to happen to you where you're stuck on one crypto exchange and you can't get your crypto off or on or trade, or, there could be various different problems that occur. Me personally, I do have the bulk of my cryptocurrency saved on a Ledger Nano, and I do have an affiliate link in the description of the video if you guys are interested in getting one, if you guys want to keep your crypto safe in the meantime before you decide to sell for big profits. I mean, it doesn't hurt to keep it safe, before you get it back on the exchange. I still think there's some time left in this bull run. So you can use my affiliate link if you want. You don't have to use it. Keep your crypto safe, guys. But also, I think just as importantly, make sure you do have various different options available to you to trade and to, on and off ramp your cryptocurrency. So wanted to thank Moon Lambo for posting that. They're coming fast and furiously. Apparently, Canary Capital Group has now filed an S1 registration statement with the SEC for an HBAR ETF. This courtesy of King Solomon. So, just to this point that cryptocurrency becoming more mainstream, and, these top cryptocurrencies right now are in the top 50. This list can change, though, at the drop of a hat. So I'm starting to find that, the real intuitive players in the space, they're realizing, okay, we're looking at a handful of cryptocurrencies. We know which ones could be utilized based on their partnerships. We do know, what other ones have, real world utility. And, we're going to make the educated decision to decide to file for certain ETFs, because we know down the road, guys, it's going to be the institutional money that really does drive these things. So an HBAR ETF, at least the registration, the first step, very big deal here. Wanted to thank King Solomon just for bringing that to our attention. Now, the institutional participation in alt season will be driven by regulated crypto investment products. This coming from Smoke. Sophisticated investors prefer to access assets through their brokers in the same way they manage the rest of their portfolios. These high net worth individuals are not just interested in holding the underlying crypto assets, just as they don't have the desire to physically store the gold or corn they invest in through ETFs. So just to my point earlier here, they're making strategic decisions on which ETFs they're deciding to file for. Let me continue here. Okay, so they have no desire to track passphrases or manage wallets. Instead, they simply want their brokers and wealth investors to provide exposure to valuable assets. So, all this to the point that the institutional investor, the rich guy, the hedge fund manager, he has no time to, go to the description of my video and, buy a Ledger Nano and custody his own crypto. He's not interested in that like you and I. What he does is he says, okay, I want exposure to this, but I want it to be easy. So I'm going to buy the ETF, and that's what's going to make it easy. But, the big wealth funds and the big managers here, they have to make sure that they're choosing the right cryptocurrencies, the ones with longevity. So we're getting signs as to which cryptocurrencies I think are going to thrive in the future. So ignoring the relevance of these regulated methods for acquiring crypto is counterintuitive to understanding key factors that raise prices. Crypto ETPs such as Grayscale's XRP Trust and the 21 shares XRP ETF are precisely how trading volumes for utility coins like XRP and XLM will grow, driven by an influx of institutional capital responding to rising demand. So they're telling us, guys, they're telling us right here, the investment product enables retail professionals and institutional investors in select countries to invest in digital assets through their bank or broker in the same way they would buy traditional equities in a regulated environment. And this coming from FICAS, Dynamic Crypto ETF. So this is just their fact sheet here, just showing you guys which products they have available here for their clients, including Stellar Lumens and Ripple's XRP, along with Bitcoin, Polkadot, Ethereum, just to name a few. But I think the more important point here, these ETF products, just going back to this, these ETF products are going to really shape, I think, the way this looks in the future. And if you guys are not looking at the screen, I'm talking about that list of cryptocurrencies, the ones that institutions are going to be clamoring to get into. So I wanted to thank Smoke for that. The CEO of Robinhood also made an appearance on CNBC yesterday. Next year, by the end of 2025, the crypto market is going to skyrocket into a range of $30 to $50 trillion. I feel like that is a bit ambitious, but who knows? I mean, it's only at 3 trillion right now. Chad Steingraber posted this. He says that's at least a 10x. Guys, here's the clip from Squawk Box. Listen to this.
Can you explain to the viewer and everybody who I think is trying to make sense of this, what under President-elect Trump we're going to see in the form of regulation that would result in prices like this and possibly even higher if you believe that's where this is all headed?
Hey, good to see you guys. Yeah, I mean, we have seen basically what people are calling the Trump pump. So there's widespread optimism that the Trump administration, which has stated that they wish to embrace cryptocurrencies and make America the center of cryptocurrency innovation worldwide, is going to have a much more forward-looking policy towards this new industry. And I think what you're seeing is the market reacting to that.
We keep looking at Bitcoin as sort of a proxy for all of this, but I would think the true beneficiaries of this should be just about all of the other cryptocurrencies, if you will, and some of the other crypto efforts, given that they're the ones that may turn out to be true currencies that you might use to buy a coffee, given that I'm not sure you're going to buy a coffee with Bitcoin, but maybe I'm wrong.
I think that the potential is much more broad than that. I think that traders have viewed cryptocurrencies as an asset to trade and a volatile asset. But if you look overseas, you're starting to see the hints of cryptocurrencies and the traditional financial system merge. So stablecoin adoption abroad has overtaken Visa by some measures as sort of like the largest contributor to the blockchain transaction volumes. So you're starting to see stable coins take off, and those are going to continue to develop and evolve and become more useful. Tokenization, which up until very recently, I don't think seemed feasible in the US. I think now we can start having that conversation because, Robinhood operates scaled businesses in both traditional finance with our equities and securities business and also cryptocurrencies. And we can see directly the benefits of this new technology because the cost savings and the efficiency and the value to customers in the form of user experience improvements like fractionalization and 24-hour trading is just undeniable. I mean, it costs us roughly an order of magnitude less to operate a cryptocurrency business and offer the exchange of assets than it does on the TradFi side. So I think that advantage is undeniable.
So Vlad Tenev here also saying that running the cryptocurrency portion of Robinhood is actually even more cost effective in a lot of ways than the TradFi stock trading platform that they originally launched. So he was even asked about we talk about Bitcoin, but what about all these other cryptocurrencies? Which ones are useful? Which ones should we be interested in? Well, guys, this goes back to these filings, these ETF filings as well. Krippenreiter here posting this. XRP, the asset that social media thinks is useless and dead, is added to Coinbase's 50 index. Now, Coinbase just released this, guys, an asset that will only be listed if it passes a rigorous vetting process where assets are evaluated against strict legal compliance and security standards. So this is the news out now. Coinbase did post this. Meet the Coinbase 50 index, a whole new way to track the performance of the crypto economy. Coinbase's Brian Armstrong even made an appearance on CNBC. Listen to this.
There's about 100 things I want to ask you, but let's just start with what's happening in crypto post this election. And maybe it's the same question I asked of Vlad earlier. As you sort of look out on the horizon now, given President-elect Trump and his administration and his ambitions and plans, what is it that you see happening exactly?
Yeah, well, good to see you, Andrew. I mean, one of the most exciting things about this new Congress, which is the most pro-crypto Congress ever, is that I think we finally have a chance to get some regulatory clarity in the U.S. about some of these big open issues that, frankly, under Gary Gensler, we just haven't gotten any clarity for a long time. So which of these assets are commodities, which of them are securities? That requires the SEC and the CFTC to come together and collaborate on rulemaking, or to have Congress really step in and pass new legislation. So there's an opportunity to do that. The FIT 21 bill, which passed with strong bipartisan support in the House earlier this year, it's now making its way through the Senate. And with any luck, we'll get that passed through the Senate and make it to the president's desk here, either in the lame duck or early in the Trump administration.
Brian, we've obviously seen Bitcoin move materially, obviously, in the past week, really, even more so even before that, given sort of the run up and maybe expectation that President Trump was going to win this election. When you think, though, about the other currencies, I mean, they're the ones I would imagine at this point that have the bigger room to move, or no?
Well, I think Bitcoin will be the most important crypto asset for a long time. It's got a lot of runway to move as well. But what's exciting about this Coin 50 index that we launched is that people are increasingly becoming aware that it's not just about Bitcoin. There are dozens, hundreds of different assets in crypto that are now, they've met our listing standards, they've made it onto our exchange. And actually, there's thousands of these being created every day, believe it or not. And so some of these they're coins like Ton and WorldCoin, which are being used in emerging markets. There's things like in the DeFi space, like Uniswap, that people want exposure to, or the things that are layer 2 solutions are being built on top of, like Optimism. And I think we're eventually going to get to a world where there's millions of these tokens. Every project, every individual, every meme on the internet is going to have one of these. And of course, every company, when they want to raise money, as we get regulatory clarity around securities, and have a clear path for that, they should be issuing these coins as well. And so increasingly, people are going to want broad market exposure to crypto. It's going to be the next version of the stock market, but it's also the next version of the internet. And so that's why it's so important for us to have launched this canonical market index, Coin 50, for people who want exposure to the broad market of crypto, not just one asset.
So I'm going to leave it there. There's about another 2 minutes left to this clip, but I will link this in the description of the video for you. If you guys were wondering what was in the Coin 50, check this out. We got it here, components by index weight. Some of these cryptocurrencies, I'm not going to name them all, but Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, Dogecoin, Cardano. We've even got Avalanche, Internet Computer, Stellar Lumens is in there, Immutable is in there, Render, VeChain, of course. This was originally posted by Eisenreich, and he wanted to just point out that VeChain is also part of this. Algorand is another one. Tezos, EOS Quant, Flow, just to name a few, but guys, they're all listed down here. And so the whole point of this is to give institutional investors a way to have exposure to the cryptocurrencies that are most liquid by exchange market cap. Again, these are the cryptocurrencies that, Brian Armstrong thinks these institutional investors are going to want to be paying attention to in the coming months and far beyond that in the coming years. The crypto market is just getting bigger, $30 to $50 trillion. That is at least a 10x from here, and I would say even more for those chosen cryptocurrencies in the Coin 50. But that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think, and for more information on what I'm trading, you can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.